fellow metal eaters. Is that a thing? Is metal eater a noun or a verb? I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask Tony. Anyway, is I, Liana Kersner, gamer name Liana K, and I am checking out a gaming laptop for you guys right before Black Friday. That's why I'm doing it now, because they let me borrow this before Black Friday, because Black Friday is doom when it comes to electronics. So, we've got an Asus G series notebook, as they call it. It's specifically the G751J model, and it's got a 17.3-inch screen. You can see it's a beast. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's got an Intel 17-4710HQ processor, and this is when everybody starts pretending to care and pretending to have opinion whether things are good when most people don't even know what that means. And that's okay, because you are among friends here. You are in a safe environment. It's okay not to give a crap about anything I just said. What you should give a crap about is that this machine only has 1 terabyte of hard drive. It's an SSD hard drive, great, but it's only a terabyte. When I say only a terabyte, it's because games are huge now. Games can be, 64 gigs, 1 game, 90 gigs, 1 game. So 1 terabyte, I'd say, is a bit small. So be prepared to have an external hard drive for your save files or not keep very much on this machine. That's the thing about a laptop. It has to be relatively portable. I mean, this thing's a beast. It's not light. I mean, gaming machines can't be that light, so don't expect portability. But on the bright side, it looks like a freaking car. Look at that. That's a sexy machine. That's a bit of a sort of D-bag element of PC gaming culture, is more and more our machines are looking like cars because we want to be cool. And why a computer looking like a car is cool, I don't know. I just know that it is so. But it is a very sweet looking machine. The other thing is it's Windows 8.1. It's the 64-bit version of Windows 8.1, which is absolutely essential for gaming right now. If you don't have a 64-bit operating system, forget it. You can't play modern games on anything that doesn't have a 64-bit OS. But it's Windows 8.1 without a touchscreen, which is good in one way because you lose some visual with a touchscreen, but Windows 8.1 is a little bit tricky to navigate without a touchscreen, so there's a bit of a learning curve for me on that. But the nice thing about the processor that you should care about, as opposed to the number, it's got a 6 megabyte cache, and it clocks at 3.50 gigahertz. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for gaming. I'm going to try out Dragon Age Inquisition on this machine. The machine's very happy about that. Momo and I, here's Momo. Here we go, Momo, there we go. This is the one impediment to gaming hardware that I have, my pussycats. Cat hair is tough on machines, and you gotta be careful what you buy, because if you buy anything too high-tech, this little guy's hair will short it out. The screen on this thing is gorgeous. I'll make future videos when I actually have the game fired up. This is just a first look. The screen is very pretty. There are a couple of things on the keyboard layout I want to point out to you, because this is when PC gaming gets exceptionally specific. I don't know if you noticed, I have small hands. So this keyboard layout with massive space between the keys and a lot of space up and down as well, that's really good for somebody with giant man hands that enjoys the Xbox 360 controller. But for me, the keys are too big. I've only found one gaming keyboard ever that was good for my rinky-dink little pinky finger, and that's the Razer keyboards. They are oriented to make that shift or control stretch doable for me with small hands. This machine doesn't. It's very, very hard for me to move my finger onto the control key on the WASD hand, on my left hand. If you've got bigger hands, this might not be a problem for you. I don't know if you noticed, there's an extended control and shift key on the right side which is odd. I'd prefer it on this side. I mean, if you're using the arrow buttons, that makes sense, but nobody uses the arrow buttons anymore. But on a laptop, keyboard and mouse configuration goes out the window anyway. You need one of these suckers because it's a touchpad. I don't know if you've ever tried to do first-person shooter gaming on a touchpad. I personally don't like it. So if you're gonna game with this machine, you're probably gonna be using a USB controller. Get a decent one, it makes a difference. But it does have a nice selection of USB 3.0 ports, so that makes it really super easy. It looks like there's one on this side, and there's two on this side, and I just popped the CD drive. There's a CD drive. That's part of the reason it's so heavy, is unlike regular laptops you'll get nowadays. Gaming laptops still have CD drives, and I like that. I just like that in general for CDs. But that's sort of the first look at this machine for you guys to check it out if you're going to pick up a computer on Black Friday. The only other thing I really found starting it up is there was an odd Wi-Fi issue with startup. I'm not sure why. That's probably a Windows 8.1 issue as opposed to an Asus issue. But I'll have more once I actually get the game on and get into the guts of, you know, a game that's really going to push this thing, which is what I want to do for you. But first look, the hand size is probably the biggest issue for me when you're considering buying this machine. If you got great big man hands, go for it. I think it'll be great. If you've got dainty little girl hands, don't expect to be able to use a keyboard layout on games. So that's my first thought, and I'll be back probably next week with another video for you guys on this machine and write-ups and all this good stuff. So keep checking back into Metal Eater. And Momo, you want to say bye? Hi? I don't know if you can see Momo's tail right here. Here's Momo. Ready, Momo? We're gonna close on Momo. There's Momo. Isn't he cute? Momo cutie. Okay. Say bye, Momo. Bye-bye.